Gemini, if you're hearing these words right now, it's probably not a coincidence. There are days when you scroll past hundreds of noisy things online, yet suddenly a single message lands exactly on the place inside you that has been quiet for so long. And today, it's not that you found this video, your energy pulled this message toward you. Something in your frequency is shifting, gently but deeply, as if the universe is whispering, Gemini, the time has come. Can you feel it? That uneasy but peaceful feeling, that vague intuition that a door is about to open, that strange inner stillness, as if God is placing a hand on your shoulder and guiding you toward a place you never dared to imagine. And if your heart is vibrating even a little as you hear this, don't leave just yet, because what comes next isn't just a prediction, and it isn't empty motivation. It is the explanation for what you've been sensing but couldn't put into words. A major shift is approaching. Someone wealthy, influential, truly valuable is stepping into your orbit. Not by accident, not by luck, but because God is sending this person at the exact right moment to unlock a new door for you, an important transition in your life that you've been unconsciously preparing for all along. If you feel this is touching something inside you, gently leave a comment. I am ready for my relocation blessing. And if you want messages like this to continue finding you at the perfect time, hit like and subscribe so we don't lose each other in this wide, busy world. Now, make yourself a cup of tea or your favorite coffee and settle in comfortably, because the message for Gemini today goes deeper than you think. Part 1. The current energy of Gemini and why this message has found you. Gemini, sometimes the things that touch our soul the deepest appear at the exact moment we least expect. Have you noticed? These days, you are no longer the old version of yourself. Not a dramatic change. Not a sudden shock. Just a very gentle shift. As if you've quietly begun climbing into a new, energetic layer, subtle enough that only the truly sensitive, or those observing you from the unseen world, can recognize it. And you know what? It is precisely because of this shift that today's message has found you, as if it were guided by a force you cannot see with your eyes, but can feel in your heart. Recently, you've gone through a journey that very few people truly understand. You laugh a lot, but no one knows how tired you've been inside. You speak with charm, wit, and flexibility, yet there are nights you lie still, not wanting to say another word. You help so many people, yet you don't know how to ask for help yourself. And the most remarkable part, you've never once bragged about how strong you actually are. There are things you've done in silence, the right things that no one praised, the sincerity no one noticed, the moments you held yourself back, choosing peace instead of proving a point. The decisions you made even while your hands were shaking internally. You chose kindness, even when the world wasn't kind to you. And what you may not realize is this. God saw all of it. God saw every time you smiled, even when your heart was hurting. God saw every time you stood back up when you barely had the strength. God saw every good deed you offered without receiving anything in return. God saw the softness you hid because you didn't want to burden anyone. That is why today, your energy is glowing in a very special way. Others may not understand, but your vibration has touched the doorway of a new world, a world where things you once believed were not meant for you are now preparing to come toward you. Here's a truth not many tell Gemini. You may be an air sign, but your heart is incredibly deep. You are intelligent, quick, adaptable, but you love with your entire soul. You are strong, but you feel everything more deeply than anyone else. And when someone who is intelligent, sensitive, and genuine like you has endured enough pain, you generate a very rare frequency. A frequency that makes the unseen world vibrate. A frequency that makes doors once tightly closed begin to open softly. And this very frequency is attracting a particular man into your life. A man whose life is already stable. A man who carries wealth not just financially, but in wisdom and experience. A man whom God is sending directly to you as a sacred thread, connecting your energy with the major shift you've been preparing for all along. His arrival is not random, not a coincidence, not luck falling from nowhere. This is divine intervention. A placement your soul has summoned through every good thing you've done silently. And if in this moment you feel something tug gently in your heart, soft but real, then that is your sign that this message is truly meant for you. Let me know if you can feel this shift by writing below. I welcome my divine shift. If you want messages like this to keep finding you at the right time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Now, pour yourself a cup of tea or your favorite coffee, place your phone a little closer, and let me take you into the next part, because the path God is opening for Gemini is much bigger than you think. Part 2. The astrological movements opening a relocation door for Gemini. Gemini, have you felt that recently everything around you seems to be shifting? Not in the form of big chaos or sudden shocks, but in tiny, subtle ways, the kind of changes you can't ignore. It's like your old life is becoming too small, too tight, too mismatched with the person you are quietly becoming. You look at things that once made you happy, and suddenly they no longer spark the same feeling. Places that used to bring you peace now feel strangely suffocating. People who once felt familiar now seem out of rhythm with your spirit. That's not random. That's astrology. That's a destiny shift. That's the energetic transition only highly sensitive souls like Gemini can feel long before the world sees the effects. When planets start moving across the axes connected to your expansion, change, and relocation, something inside you begins to stir. You feel called towards something bigger, a new environment, a new space, a new experience. Not because you're running away from your current life, but because your current life is no longer big enough to contain your evolution. Gemini is an air sign you were never meant to stay still. You belong to movement, reinvention, and changes that open new doors inside your soul. But what makes this moment extraordinary is this: the energy of relocation is coming from both outside and inside you simultaneously. Outside, the world seems to be shifting around you. You hear stories about people moving, changing careers, or starting over. You notice opportunities related to travel, work trips, or environment changes. Even the videos you randomly watch lately revolve around relocate, move, new chapter. Inside, you feel a clear calling, a restlessness that isn't negative at all, a pull to leave something old behind, an intuition that your life is about to turn a new page, even if you can't imagine what it looks like. A small voice in your heart telling you, it's time. Gemini, what you're feeling is not confusion, not exhaustion, not frustration. It is energetic elevation. It is soul expansion. It is the version of you that has outgrown its old limits. You no longer fit into old patterns. You no longer fit into old lifestyles. You no longer fit into relationships that hold you back instead of lifting you. And you feel this deeply, even if you haven't said it out loud. When your inner world grows bigger than the space you're living in, The universe begins rearranging things around you. That's why recently you feel tired in old familiar places. Your mind drifts toward larger horizons. You're having thoughts you never allowed yourself to consider before. What if I moved? What if I started over somewhere new? What if I tried a different place, a different life? These thoughts aren't appearing to overwhelm you. They are appearing as signs that a door is opening. Relocation always begins with tiny clues, such as an unexpected invitation, an opportunity that requires movement, a conversation that plants a seed in your mind, a subtle inner knowing, I don't belong here anymore, or a person appearing someone with enough influence to change your direction. The universe guides gently. It never throws you into massive change before you're ready. It simply repeats soft signs until your heart is open enough to receive. And for Gemini, this is a powerful intersection of astrology and soul. You are being pushed toward a new environment, bigger, better, and aligned with the evolved version of you. You are not relocating because you've lost control. You are relocating because you are finally strong enough to step into the life God wrote for you long ago. If these words warm your heart, or help you recognize the signs you've been seeing, leave a small comment to confirm the energy moving around you. I am ready for my divine relocation. Don't forget to like and subscribe so the right messages can keep finding you among the millions of people out there. Now, take one more deep breath. We are getting very close to the most important part, where the tarot will reveal why God is sending a wealthy, influential man into Gemini's life at this exact divine moment. Part 3, the Tarot Message. The Tri cards confirming Gemini's new chapter. Gemini, before I speak about these 3 cards, I want you to take a slow, deep breath. Tarot never speaks to those who aren't ready to hear. Tarot only raises its voice when a soul has matured enough to understand the meaning behind its symbols. And for you, today, these 3 cards are not just predictions, they are signals, confirmations, responses to the intuitions you've been carrying quietly for months. When I pulled your cards, nothing jumped out randomly. Each one appeared as if it had been waiting for you. And when these 3 cards fell next to each other, I instantly felt that a very big plan is being revealed for you from the unseen world. The Chariot, the card of divine guidance, and God-ordained movement. Gemini, do you know what made me pause when the Chariot appeared? It was the feeling that you're no longer walking alone. This card isn't just about moving forward. It is direct divine guidance. The Chariot shows up when a soul has endured enough trials, enough silence, enough pain to be upgraded into a new path. It says, the road ahead is open. Now it's time to walk. You didn't create this opportunity by force. You're not pushing your life to change. This is God taking the reins and gently steering your life into a new chapter. The Chariot is always connected to relocation, moving home, changing jobs, shifting environments, big changes with divine protection, fated encounters that lead to turning points, an invitation you cannot refuse, a new journey you've been quietly preparing for. Gemini, the shift entering your life isn't happening because you want it. It's happening because destiny has called your name. If your soul feels a slight vibration hearing this, that is the Chariot confirming your path. The star Gemini's secret dream is about to become real. The second card made me stop for a long time. The star does not appear for just anyone. It appears for souls who have survived a long winter and are finally ready to see the sunrise. Gemini, you have a dream you've told no one about, a wish buried deep in your heart that you've guarded closely. It might be a dream of a new life, a place where you can finally be yourself, a big opportunity that could transform everything, or simply a peaceful environment your soul longs for. The star says, that dream is not a fantasy. It's taking shape. Your energy is now clear, strong, and stable enough for the universe to recognize and respond to. You're no longer in the phase of, I hope. You're entering the phase of, it's time. And what's even more special, the star appears when external help. A person, an opportunity, a divine hand is being sent to you at the perfect moment. You don't have to carry everything alone anymore. 6 of Pentacles. The wealthy man God is sending your way. This is the card that makes everything come together. 6 of Pentacles isn't only about money, it is about intentional giving, about someone who has resources, stability, and wisdom, about a person who can change your life with a single offer. This card shows clearly there is a wealthy, influential man being drawn to your energy, and he isn't coming to save you. He is appearing because your energy has magnetized him. Your soul has reached the right frequency. You've planted enough good seeds in silence. God is using him as a doorway for your relocation and elevation. 6 of Pentacles appears when a powerful person wants to support or uplift you. An invitation to relocate is on its way. A fated connection is forming. A financial, environmental, or opportunity shift is sliding into your life. Gemini, this is not coincidence. This is a sacred gift after everything you've endured. Gemini, if your heart is beating a little faster right now, if you feel like you knew this before I said it, leave a small sign for the universe by writing, I align with my divine guidance. And don't forget to like and subscribe so the divine messages can continue finding you at the exact right time. Part 4. Who is the wealthy man God is sending into Gemini's life? Gemini, I want you to prepare yourself before we go deeper into this part, because what I'm about to share isn't just a description of a man, but the decoding of a soul God is using to open a major turning point in your life. This man is unlike anyone you've met before. He is not sent to fill your emotional emptiness, not sent to heal your wounds, and certainly not sent to rescue you from your current life. This man arrives as a sign of divine intervention, the same way angels work. Quietly, precisely, at the right moment, at the right frequency, with the right purpose. 1. His energy, grounded, steady, luminous, the soul of someone seasoned by life. This is not the type of man who flaunts or shows off. He is not someone who uses money to display his worth. His wealth comes from a life built through collapse, rebuilding, and rising again. You will immediately sense 3 things about him. Stability. His energy is calm, grounded, unshaken. Experience. His eyes show that he has lived deeply and long enough to understand life. Awareness. He doesn't talk much, but he reads situations instantly. This is the kind of man your soul recognizes before your mind even tries to process him. His energy is not loud. It feels like an underground river, strong, deep, but incredibly peaceful. And that is exactly why Gemini feels drawn, because very few people can hold a frequency stable enough to match your speed, your mind, your depth. 2. His wealth is not only material, but intellectual and spiritual. Gemini, God is not sending you a random man who is wealthy by luck or ego. This man is genuinely successful, self-made, solid in his foundation, experienced enough to see through illusions, strategic by nature, connected and respected. But what makes him exceptional is this: his wealth has made him calmer, not arrogant, more humble, not superior, more introspective, not flashy. This is the kind of wealth that carries soul wisdom, the wealth that comes after surviving many storms. And because of that, he recognizes your energy immediately. Not because you try to impress him, but because your soul shines in a way only those who have journeyed far can recognize. 3. He is not here to save you. He is here to activate your destiny shift. This is the most important part. His arrival is not coincidental. It aligns with the exact moment you have healed enough, regained your inner strength, entered a new energetic layer, released what no longer belonged to you. When your soul turns a page, the universe always sends a person to stand at your crossroads, not to drag you forward, but to activate the next chapter within you. This man is the key, not the door. The door is yours, but he is the one who makes you realize, this is the direction I'm meant to take. God is not sending him to carry your burdens. God is sending him to place the first stone of your new path. 4. His arrival matches the exact shift in your frequency. Do you remember feeling yourself growing from the inside? Feeling like your old environment became too small? Feeling the urge to leave but not knowing where to begin? None of that was chaos. It was confirmation that you've entered a different frequency. And this man appears exactly at that moment. Not earlier, not later. His soul recognizes yours. Your growth emits a signal. That signal pulls him into your life not through emotion, but through soul alignment. 5. He brings opportunities for relocation, partnership, financial elevation, new doors. 6 of Pentacles hinted at this. The Chariot paved the way. The star illuminated the dream. This man may appear in forms such as a collaboration invitation, a project that opens a relocation path, a financial opportunity that requires you to change environments, an offer that pushes you to leave where you are, or simply a single sentence that shifts your entire trajectory. He is not a miracle, but he is the one carrying the key to the door you are finally ready to walk through. Gemini, this man is not just destiny. He is the marker of a divine turning point. If you feel this is touching something true within you, write below, I am ready to meet my divine connection. Don't forget to like and subscribe so this sacred journey can continue unfolding for you at the perfect time. Part 5. What Gemini must do to receive the opportunity. God is preparing for you. Gemini, you've made it this far, which means your soul is truly opening to receive a new chapter. And you know, even the greatest breakthroughs God promises us require something very important: energetic preparation. You cannot step into a new room if the old one is still closed, or worse, still cluttered with yesterday's weight. The universe always wants to give you something greater, but in order to receive, you must have space. Let me speak to you like a close friend. For a relocation, expansion, or environment shift to arrive at the right divine moment, you need to prepare your physical space, your inner energy, and your spiritual posture. These are not rituals, not superstitions, not fluffy spiritual checklists. They are frequency activations, ways of telling the universe, I am ready to step into my next chapter. 1. Clean your space. Clean your life. Gemini, do you know why God always begins transformation with cleaning? Because clutter holds old energy. A room full of old belongings holds old memories. A messy desk holds chaotic frequency. You cannot step onto new ground with your feet still tied to the old. Start with the smallest actions. Wipe down your desk. Throw away what you no longer use. Fold your clothes in a way that makes you feel prepared. Open the windows and let the light in. Light incense, Palo Santo, or simply play a meditation track you love. New energy cannot enter when old energy still occupies the space. And for a relocation to unfold, Your life must have room for it. 2. Move your desk. Move your energy. A small action with enormous impact. Reposition your workspace. Why? Because every seat you choose carries a different energy flow. When you change the direction you face, you are literally turning the page of your life. Try sitting near or facing a window where you can see the sky. Gemini is an air sign. You need openness to think, to create, to expand. This is your energetic way of saying to the universe, I have turned toward my next chapter. Toi. Cleanse your energy. Let the divine light in. You can do this in many gentle ways. Warm salt baths. Listening to 432 hertzes or 528 hertzes. Meditating for 5-10 minutes before bed. Writing down what you want to release. Or simply breathing deeply and whispering, I choose peace. You will feel your body lighten, your mind clear, and in that moment, you're clearing the path for new blessings. 4. The 3, 6, 9 ritual. Activating your destiny door. This ritual is powerful for Gemini because it combines your mind, intuition, and emotion, the essence of who you are. Do this for 21 days. Morning, 3 times. Write what you want to receive in the new chapter. For example, a relocation to the place God chooses for me. Afternoon, 6 times. Write why you believe you deserve it. Be honest. Your growth, your resilience, your kindness. Night, 9 times. Write a thank you, as if it has already happened. This aligns your frequency with your destiny. 5. Journaling. Listening to your soul. Gemini's mind runs fast. But right now, your soul is speaking clearly. Write these questions each night. If I relocated tomorrow, what would be waiting for me there? Who do I want to become in my next chapter? What am I ready to release so I can grow? Where is God leading me? You'll see answers appearing naturally, as if they're coming from a higher place. 6. Grounding. Keeping your frequency steady. You live mostly in the air, in ideas, thoughts, visions. To receive divine opportunities, you need grounding. 10-minute walks, touching the earth, trees, or water, placing your hand on your chest and breathing deeply, saying, I am safe. I am guided. When you ground yourself, you stop resisting destiny. You start flowing with it. 7. Open your heart. Trust. Do not reject new signs. The most important part of all, do not reject the invitations the universe sends. Gemini tends to overthink, hesitate, analyze every detail, fear mistakes, fear change, fear stepping forward. But this time, you cannot approach your life with the old logic, because this shift is not coming from your mind. It is coming from your destiny. When an unexpected offer appears, don't shut down. When a wealthy man presents an opportunity, listen. When a door opens, walk closer and observe. God never sends a wrong invitation to the right soul. Gemini, all you need to say is, I am ready, and the universe will arrange the rest. If you feel truly ready to receive your new chapter, leave a small sign below. I open my heart to divine opportunities. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so the right energy continues to find its way to you. Gemini, if you've stayed until these very last moments, it tells me something deeply important. You don't just want change, you are ready to change. And that readiness is the strongest frequency a soul can emit. That frequency is now opening new doors, drawing new people toward you, leading you into places you once believed existed only in imagination. Today you didn't just receive a tarot message. You unlocked an entirely new pathway, a journey God laid the foundation for long ago. and one you are only now truly mature enough to step into. Everything you've lived through, the pain you hid, the lessons you learned in silence, the times you chose love over reaction, all of it brought you to this exact moment. Start with the smallest actions. Wipe down your desk. Throw away what you no longer use. Fold your clothes in a way that makes you feel prepared. Open the windows and let the light in. Light incense, Palo Santo, or simply play a meditation track you love. Life shifts when you shift. And today, you witnessed that truth. Through the message written just for you. The wealthy man God is sending isn't a miracle falling from the sky. He is the echo of who you have quietly become. He is the bridge, the catalyst, the destined point of contact, helping you step into a new environment, a new frequency, a greater version of yourself. The value you receive today isn't in the prophecy. It lies in the awakening. In the moment you paused and looked inward deeply, silently. In the understanding that you deserve more. In the reminder that God never forgets a kind soul. And if this video has awakened something within you, let that energy be seen. Leave a simple comment. I am ready for my divine chapter. Doing so not only aligns you with the message, but opens the doorway for blessings already moving in your direction. If you want messages like this to continue finding you at the perfect time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Every action you take helps this channel carry healing, clarity, and divine guidance to more souls who need it. Gemini. Wherever you are, whatever you're navigating right now, remember this as a sacred affirmation meant just for you. My new chapter has begun. Thank you for being here today. May you move forward with peace, clarity, and divine guidance. And I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue exploring the sacred messages the universe has prepared for you.